Well, good morning. It is 5:30 a.m. here in England, and I thought I would do a quick reading with everyone, a live reading. Um, and the way to do it, we're going to do a pick a deck, pick a card, pick a deck, right? So instead of just one single card that you're going to choose, it's pick a deck. So I want you to think, is it deck number one, number two, number three? I don't have any decks to show you. They're all going to be from the same deck, right? It's all going to be sharing from the same deck. But is it deck number one, deck number two, or deck number three? What number comes to mind for you? And once you have that number, then you can jump ahead, right? It's not a live reading. I have recorded it, I must say. Okay, so deck number one. Shall we begin? First, we're going to do it the way that these cards were intended. The cards are intended to do a word and then an image. So deck number one. What does boss mean to you? Boss? Are you the boss? Is someone else the boss? Are you the boss of your own destiny? Well, there it is. You have the power. You have the power to be the boss. If you've been wanting to be an entrepreneur, then go for it. If you are feeling that you're not the boss in your own home, guess what? You can be the boss in a very loving and using the light way, right? Knowing that power that you have within. Yeah, that was a pretty good start. I don't know. Deck number one, is that all you need to hear? Threat. So who has threatened you? Who has... have you been threatened? Have you threatened anyone else? Is your masculinity or your femininity threatened in any way? Well, it's time to put down the shovel. It's time to put down, the weapon of either digging yourself into a hole or trying to dig your way to China. You know, that old saying, dig a hole so far that you go all the way to China. Because you have a lot of wisdom, you see. You have so much wisdom. And it would be wise to play your cards differently, to start thinking about the game of life differently. How can you put your steps forward that would bring you to your ideal outcome? What do you need to do today? What 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? What 8 things do you need to do today in order to move forward in this next month or even this next week in a very powerful way? You have a fascination, or maybe you should have a fascination with your outcome. It's an invitation to start being consumed, start thinking, start dreaming, start planning every single day, right? It would be wise to create new steps. And in that, you need to almost become consumed with your outcome, with, cutting the ribbon. Imagine that your outcome is to do something grand, and you're going to have a ribbon cutting for it, and you're going to cut that ribbon. That's what they're saying, is become so fascinated with your life that you can see something really grand at the end. Because otherwise, you're going to rot. Otherwise, you're going to rot away. And rotting away in an office, in an environment where you don't want to be, notice there's no one in that office. You could rot away in an office where you don't want to be, and you don't want that, right? You don't need that. So we need to heal the weary heart. You need to heal that heart, okay? How does that feel? Does that resonate? Is there something that is really bothering you about where you're at right now? Or was there? And are you healing it, or do you need to heal it? Because that seems to be the subject here. No more hiding, right? And instead, they want you to choose laughter. Yeah. No more hiding through food. No more hiding through food. Are you a stress eater? Are you someone that either doesn't eat or eats too much when you're stressed? Let that go. And instead, go for the laughter. It is time that you stepped into a lot of joy in your life. You know, my husband and I, we watched the movie The Full Monty last night. It's from 1997, and I've watched it a few times. We howled. Forgive me, it's early here. We absolutely howled last night. So if you want a good laugh, British humor, oh my God, it's such a great, great, fabulous film. Yeah. So, in conclusion, get the laughter going and start focusing on your dreams. What kind of home do you want? What kind of environment do you want? You know, dream of the warmth, the love, the putting your feet up by the fire. Dream of the travels that you want to do. Dream of standing at the mountaintop and going, yes, I did it. Dream of that business, right? The business that you are the boss of because you have the power. Dream of being so wise that you know how to outplay your people that are competing, your rivals. I don't believe in rivalry, but if they are serving as a purpose to get you motivated, then see that and get fascinated with your life and the outcome that you are moving towards. And that is it for deck number 1. How does that feel? Is that a great morning, message? Putting down the shovel, playing your cards right, seeing your outcome, leaving that empty office. There we go. Don't use food as a crutch. Instead, go for the laughter. See your dreams and heal that weary heart. Beautiful. Well, that felt like a really good reading for deck number 1. And I'm just going to close all this up. We're going to shuffle the deck again because we're using the same deck. And then we'll go to deck number 2. If you were in deck number 1, I'd love to hear your comments. Please put all your comments below. Because, if I do these and no one's commenting, it's kind of sad to me. I'd love to be able to hear from you. And, the other thing is about, 80% of my viewers. I used to have over 1 million views with 350,000 watched hours. And YouTube took my channel down. So I'm building it up. We're up to 12,000 people again. But about 80% of you aren't subscribed that are watching. So, yes, we have 12,000 subscribed, but we have a lot of viewers, and they haven't subscribed yet. So can you just check for me and look at the subscribe button? See if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Just click that button. It's free, and it really helps me out. It really helps me out. Keeps us going. Okay, so deck number 2. What a nice way to start off. Success. What does success mean to you? What does success mean? So, is success family? Is that what you're needing to focus on? Is healing family relationships or focusing on the family that much more? Is it, what else? Success. Is it how you measure? How you measure your success at work, your success in, business, in your environment, how big of a house you have, how big of a car, fancy car you have. Is that success to you? Because I think when it's all said and done, it's relationships. The relationships that you've built, the people that you have around you. I've watched so many people die. I've been at the death of so many people's bedside and family members specifically. And the thing that really matters in the end is people loving you and you loving people. because when you have nothing else and you are leaving, you realize that, you know, did I do a good job bringing the family together? Did I do a good job loving my family unconditionally? And was I consumed with being a victim instead, being bitten, right, with poisonous words by people within the family? Victimhood is not a healthy place to stay. And so you may not feel that you're a victim, but I'm going to invite you to look in and say, is there anyone that you feel has wronged you? And if so, love them. Send them love and say, I forgive you. I have compassion for you because I understand the reasons why you do what you do. Even if you don't, just fake it till you make it. Put out those emotions, because those emotions are what's heard, and it will heal the environment around you. And this is ultimately what we want, is the success of loving people with you by you loving them first. Okay? What else? The men. Men in your life. Has there been a bit of a dead end with the men in your life? Or are you saying hello and goodbye to the men in your life? Well, it actually might be that you're saying hello to a new one, or to the one that wasn't feeling very close. It could be rejuvenation of that. So heal the relationships with the men in your life, because you are wonderful. And you are an amazing family member. You have good communication. You're a very good parent. And you need to step more in your own spiritual self, knowing, love thyself, love thyself, love thyself. Spend some time with yourself for a while, and meditate, right? Get to know who you are. Because I think you've been spending so much time in helping everyone else, kind of forgot who you are. So the feeling of being exposed or naked, that can be one aspect of looking at this card. But my first intuition is, how do you feel naked? Do you have self-confidence? Do you like, yeah, baby? Or do you go, oh God, don't look at that. Don't look at my belly, right? Do you have that feeling? I would suggest that you let that slide. Just let it slide away. And come to love, love, love yourself. Because you owe it to yourself to let that old way of thinking to die. Let it just slide away, right? Literally. Let it, any negative self-talk, we want to stay, let that go, because you owe it to yourself to let it go. And you owe it to yourself instead to focus on who you are and your spiritual connection. So I'm going to actually say a quick prayer with you. It's not prayer, it's more an intention. So I want you to imagine closing your eyes for a moment and just take a nice deep breath in, breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And whatever negative self-talk, we're going to crumple that up. Imagine that you can just gather all that negative self-talk in you, and we're going to gather it together in a ball of energy. And we're going to throw that ball of energy up to the cosmic garbage can in the sky. I burp, forgive me, I burp when we're releasing. So throw that crap up to the cosmic garbage can in the sky, and Creator will come and transform that energy into love and light and everything beautiful. And I want you to now bring in that beautiful light from the heavens and bring it into every cell of your beingness, and replace wherever that negative self-talk was, wherever it was within your body. Bring in the beautiful golden light and bless your body, and breathe in this light. And replace the negative talk with, gosh, I'm actually feeling better already. I Release thee, I release thee, I release thee. I release any old negative belief systems, old negative talk, old negative words that used to be coming towards me from other people and from myself. I release all of that. And instead, I am now spreading my wings and I am flying. I am becoming that beautiful, successful person. That very first card, success. And it doesn't have to be just about people, right? It can be about, a breakthrough, this beautiful breakthrough. It's like I'm having a breakthrough in success. There we go. So that's who you are. You're breaking through. You're no longer rigid. You're no longer depending upon other people. You've let go of the anger. And you don't mind being alone. In fact, it's in the aloneness that you will find your power. You will, in the aloneness, it's like you need to go to your private place. You need to go to a place that is just for you, and you can breathe, you can meditate, and you can have a mirror there where you look at yourself in the mirror and you go, gosh, I love my eyes. Look at my beautiful eyes. They're so loving. No wonder my spouse loves me. No wonder people come to me for help, because they can see compassion in my eyes, right? I love my nose, my cute little nose. Yes, it's been broken before, but I love it. It's a cute nose. You know, it's definitely the Burnell nose. We all had the same nose. It's really cute. I love my rosebud lips. I love my lips, even though it's sideways. And that was from when I was a little girl, right? I used to curl my lip up at food. And so this lip is higher than this one. You know, this is what you need to, have fun. Look in the mirror and enjoy every part of you. Because just like deck number 1, you are the boss. You are the boss, my dear. And this, in being the boss, cash shall flow. Cash shall flow. You are the boss of the money in the household. You are the boss of planting the seeds in the household. And you are the boss of building bridges and rainbows and everything beautiful. And by doing that, guess what? You stand tall like tree talk. You have beautiful people around you, family, and then this ultimately is your success. When you become the boss, when you stop being a victim of other people's poisonous words and thoughts, when you let that go and you step into being the boss, that's when all magic occurs. You see? It's beautiful, isn't it? So, become the boss of your own world. Don't worry about being alone. It's all good. Let go of your anger. Let go of depending upon others. Let go of your rigidity. And instead, have the success, the breakthrough. Because you are now letting go of any venomous words. You are now healing your relationships with men or the man in your life. And by doing so, you're allowing a beautiful man, whether it's your existing man, miracles can happen. When you change, the relationship can change, you see. It no longer is a dead end by healing your relationships with men or the man in your life. And if you're a man and, have a relationship with women, then see it that way, right? No longer hiding, and instead, realize that you're a beautiful member of your family, of your community, that you have wisdom to share, and you can't hide that wisdom anymore. It's time that you actually shared it with others and start meditating. If you're going to hide, go and meditate. Be comfortable in your own skin. Let any negative talk just flow. And you owe it to yourself to let that negative talk pass away. Let it go. And instead, stand in who you truly are. Become connected with spirit. By doing so, this is where you're going to have the breakthroughs. This is where you're going to build your relationships. And you're going to measure life measure success differently. And so it is. Okay, so that was deck number 2. How was that, deck number 2ers? Did that resonate? Did that feel good? I want you to leave comments. Please leave comments below. We need these comments because if I'm going to continue doing something like this, I really want to know from you whether you're getting value from it or not, what you think about it. Okay? Okay, so we're ready for deck number 3. If you are deck number 3, let's see what it has for you. Wow, boss number 3. What are the odds of this? Okay, I really have to shuffle the deck. Maybe that shovel is going to show up again. I'm just really messing these up now. Okay. There we go. And same with these ones. Okay, so boss number 3. We're all bosses in our own way, right? But this boss stands out from the rest. You are, if you were to be the boss of your own life, sometimes you actually push people away. Maybe you're an empath. Maybe you don't like to be around a lot of people. But it also feels like you're an outside thinker. You think outside of the box, not like everyone else. Perhaps you were, someone that didn't get something. You didn't, you know what I'm talking about? Because you were thinking, you were questioning things. And I see this as someone that questions and doesn't follow the norm. Everyone else, they're like a pack, and they follow whatever is given. You don't. So I would suggest you're a light worker. You're someone that thinks outside the box, and you are spirit-driven, very much. Spirit-driven and given. I'm just going to open up a couple of these. There we go. Okay, so in that, sometimes there's boredom because you're so gifted that you don't know which direction to go. There's that card again. There's a boredom of, it's more uncertainty. Where do I go from here? I've done this, I've done that, I've done so much in my life. And, or maybe you haven't and you want to do so much in your life that there is a sense of boredom and you don't know what direction to go in. Well, that's all right. Look at your rivals. Whenever there is a sense of jealousy inside about what someone else is doing, it's because they're actually triggering you and winding you up because your spirit is going, look over there. That's actually what your spirit's calling. I remember being jealous of, what was I jealous of? I know I've been jealous in the past. Oh, I remember. Okay, so this was a big one. I don't know. Okay, yes, I will talk about this. I had just gotten married or just gotten engaged, sorry. My very first time, my first husband. And we were living in Vancouver, and I was turning down the X-Files. I was offered to work on the X-Files as a assistant production coordinator with JP Finn. And his assistant called me and said, hey, Carrie, we really want you to work on this new show. It's going to be fantastic. It's right up your alley. It's all the spooky stuff. And I said, oh, I'm moving to Edmonton. Sorry, I can't do it. And anyways, JP Finn phoned moments after and said, no, we really need you. And I said, no, I'm engaged and I'm moving out of town. Sorry, guy. And so that happened. And simultaneously, a girlfriend, an associate, so I was a real blonde beach babe, actress and all of that. So I was a Molson girl, one of the very first Molson girls for the indie. And one of the other fellow Molson girls ended up marrying, I don't know if he was a football player or something. He was a bit of a celebrity. And they had a 10,000 square foot house. And I was like, how the hell does she do that? I want a 10,000 square foot house. I want to live that kind of lifestyle. This is what I want. And so, but my one problem, my husband to be was 50,000 in debt, and I was as well. Well, actually, I had done very well in real estate, but I spent most of the money, and and so we were starting over, and I was like, how are we ever going to do this? Long story short, we ended up manifesting. We got a 13,000 square foot house in Alberta, but it was 7,000 on the upper floor, 6,000 down below. And so technically only 7,000, but it was rat infested and it was a mess. It had been abandoned for years. So you got to be careful what you wish for. So it took a lot to clean it up, but we did. And it had a 2,000 square foot indoor pool. My gosh, it hadn't worked in years. We had to dig stuff up, cement, and it took a lot. But I was jealous of her. And why was I jealous of her? Because Spirit was saying, this is what is in your future. You need to focus on what it is that you're jealous of, because whatever it is they're doing, it's your spirit calling and saying, psst, this is possible for you. This is what we need you to move towards. I never thought for my entire life that I would be living in a 6,000, 7,000 square foot house, or 13,000 in total up and down. And never thought. But I was so consumed with jealousy when I found out she had a 10,000 square foot house. And I remember thinking, why is this really bothering me? And I realized later, short time, within, 2-3 months, we ended up buying that house. So, rivalry. If you are bored, if you are wondering what direction you're going in, look at what your rivals are doing. Look at who you're feeling angst by. Is there anyone that's doing something that is very successful and it's kind of bothering you? Well, that's because you need to share it as well. You need to do it as well. You need to lighten your load, to let go of all the crap, and instead focus on your spiritual connection and manifestation, right? You are able to manifest whatever it is you desire. Simply tune in, see your outcome, right? Because it is time that you give yourself like a blood transfusion. It's time that you give yourself a boost and say, you know what? I'm capable. I can do this. I know I can do this. And in doing so, you're going to heal your household, heal your bedroom. I want you to look around your house right now. If it's chaotic, if it's a bit messy, mine's a little bit, not bad, but, it needs a good vacuum. So mentally, yeah, I probably need a good little sweeping, a good little cleanup about where I'm going, because there's been a few things that I've been going, not quite the way I thought it was going to be or would like it to be. Just sweep that out, clean it up. The green color is your heart chakra. Look at all the green in the house, in the bedroom. So heal your bed. Heal the way that you feel about yourself, that you sleep at night. Heal your relationship, right? And just feel, and also the blue walls, that is speaking your truth. So give yourself a good boost, heal your environment, and instead of being yielding, I want you to start to slowly put on the gas and move forward into the direction that you're going for it, literally. Okay, because I want you to let go whatever was bothering you, whatever was wounding you, whatever you felt that you needed to protect yourself from. Instead, go for it. Go be the public speaker that you want to be. Go be the singer, the artist, the architect, the engineer, the whatever it is. I want you to fly. Go for it and fly. That is ultimately the message. Go for it and fly. Spread your wings. Realize that you can be, do, and have whatever you want because you're an out-box thinker. Right? Be the boss of your world and start to design your world the way that you want to do it. Go for it. literally go for it. So that's the ultimate message there. Is there any other message? No. Yeah. No, that's it. Are you still there? Yeah. Sorry, the computer went down. So that's telling me that's it. The computer went, Meow. Yeah. So there we go. I want you, for those that are in deck number 3, yeah, realize that you are the boss, okay? And you do stand out. You're most likely a light worker, and you're here for a specific reason. You know that you're here for a specific reason, but you've been kind of bored and you didn't know which way to grow. No Freudian slip there, right? The way to go is look at the rivals, the thing that kind of makes your tummy get upset. You know, oh, look at them, they're doing this, and I could never do that. Absolutely. Your spirit is calling upon you, saying it's time for you to share your talents and why you're here. It's time for you to let go of any burdens and instead focus on the beautiful spiritual self that you are. Okay? It's time that you give yourself the ability to give yourself a boost, a blood transfusion, right? What are blood transfusions for? It's when you're depleted and you need a new, zip in life. So do it not through artificial means, not through alcohol or drugs or anything like that. I'm talking, go out for a nice walk, breathe the fresh air. The sun's coming up here, and go out for a walk, right? Heal your house. Make your bed. Make your bed every morning if you're not already. And stop yielding in life. Stop being scared. Stop being, putting the brakes on. Stop letting distractions distract you. Instead, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. We want to let go of anything that is no longer serving you. So go for it. We want to let go of any self-harm or any harm of you from others. People that have harmed you in the past. That was the past. For God's sakes, when are you going to get over it? Right? Come on now. Put your shoulders back. It's like a heavy coat. I want you to let that heavy coat go of all that crap from the past. Just let it go. Oh, Carrie, I can't let it go. Well, are you looking at deck number 2 about victimhood? Right? Either you're going to be a victim or a victor. What do you want to be? Your outcome is magnificent. You are here for a reason. It's time to go for it. So let go of past pain and past wounds, and instead become the bobcat that you are. Go for it, right? Like, show your teeth a little bit, and in doing so, walk the walk. People are waiting for you to show up. They're wanting to support you. They're wanting to cheer you on. Where are you? I see an empty road there right now. So, spread your wings. Get up off the couch and start making a plan, right? You fail to plan, you plan to fail. So make a plan. What is it that you're going to do? And then go for it, because you have the power. You are the boss of your own destiny. And so it is. Well, I hope you enjoyed those 3 decks. Again, deck number 3, please leave some comments. Really would love to hear your comments about the readings today. And my name is Carrie Kohan. I am a psychic, a mystic, all kinds of stuff. I can see, feel, hear. I've had ET experiences. I have a podcast on YouTube, YouTube with Carrie Kohan, right? And what else can I tell you? I appreciate you being with me today. And if you would like to hear more, this is a brand new concept that I woke up with, actually. So if you want to see more readings like this, please comment below, and I will do it. If you don't want to see it, please comment below, and I'll consider not doing these. But I like doing them. I think that they're really powerful, and I especially love this deck. I've been using it about 40 years now. No lie. I'm 61, so yeah, it's been since my 20s that I've been using this deck. So, yeah, long time. And I believe that it's probably one of the most powerful decks because it's your spirit guides being able to speak through the cards to you directly. Sometimes they're not so gentle, but other times I think they get to the point and they tell you what you need to hear. So let me know. Much love to everyone, and we will see you very soon. Bye now.